What's up, everyone? I have a video here that is kind of neat, and I'll tell you why. The black shelves that were in this corner are now gone, and they have been replaced with those weird-ass cheap wooden shelves from Walmart that are now on the wall to create a much cooler area. Look at this. Let me just pan back here. Oh, as I get up, because I'm old. Look at this. That is what I've been busy doing for the last few weeks. Getting all those boards and bags to get some magazines in here. So the black shelf that used to be here, might be able to see, yep, you can probably see the indent, right? Where it was at in the carpet, right in there. It's gone. The one that was over here too. Just realizing I need to vacuum this carpet too now that I'm looking through the camera. I'll do that tomorrow. But so let's take a look here. This is what I've done. I put all my WWF magazines in boards and bags, and I have them organized like this. This is the DX section. So that's all here. That's the Undertaker stuff here. That's all there. Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian stuff here. DX, get back up there. So that's all in here. I believe this is all Sable. Yeah. Yep, it's all Sable. And what's this? China? All China? Oh, it is all China. China's on that many magazines. Nice. I didn't realize I did that. Okay, so over here, I put some of those vinyl plastic shelves here. So I got rid of the wrestling figures that were here. They're on the wall in another spot now. So this is really just a magazine area, except for up here where I still got the VHS. And then over here. So that's pretty cool. I like it. There's a pile here of magazines I don't... Oh, man. Well, let's just get into it, right? Let's just talk about it. So I really wanted to do this video originally a few days ago, and I couldn't get around to doing it. And I didn't think anything bad was going to happen in the wrestling world. And this man passes away, Hulk Hogan. I would like to do a bigger video on Hogan, but I really don't know what I could do or say that hasn't already been done or said already by all the Hulkamaniacs out there. I've said this many times. I get why people don't like Terry Bollea. He said some things in the past. But here's the thing. Every single person in the world has said something bad about someone, about their race, about their sexuality, about their lifestyle. Everyone has done it. There's not one person that hasn't done it. And I don't care. You can argue till you're blue in the face. There's no way. Every single person has said something or about someone in their lifetime. Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea said something about the African American community. We all know what it was. We all know it. And it was bad. He didn't realize he was being recorded. Not that that's a scapegoat in this. It's not. But some of the stuff I've seen online saying that I'm glad he's dead. He's a racist. You know, he's a piece of shit. He's a racist. He deserves to die. I mean, who the hell are these people to say that? When you got guys like Devon Dudley, Mark Henry, even Leo Rush paying tribute, Elijah Burke as well, paying tribute to Hulk Hogan. I mean, in this world, we all make mistakes, but we have to move on. We have to forgive, not forget, and not forget in a way of maliceness, right? Like not like, oh, I'll not forget that. I'm gonna hold on to this as a grudge. No, we have to remember things so we don't repeat them. And Hulk Hogan did his best to make up for that. Now, late last year, he jumped on the Donald Trump bandwagon. May have not been a good thing to do. I know not a lot of people like Trump. There's a lot of haters for Trump. I'm Canadian. I have no fight in that battle, right? Like, it is what it is. I get why people like Trump. I get why people hate Trump. Everyone's gonna have a favorite in the politics lifestyle. Hogan went on, national television, ripped the shirt, and really put over Donald Trump, and did it so in a Hulk Hogan fashion that we remember it from the 80s. And it was very iconic. And it made people hate Hogan again. For those who hated Trump, they were going to hate Hogan. I remember a time frame in this world where politics was left aside. People had their picks, but they didn't put it on social media because there wasn't social media. So no one knew who everyone liked. And nowadays, it's everywhere. But Hulk Hogan really, unfortunately, in the last few years of his life, had way too much negativity directed towards him for a guy that was very positive in getting professional wrestling into that sports entertainment world. Hulk Hogan is the reason why a lot of guys became professional wrestlers. Hulk Hogan is the reason why these guys are making millions of dollars now on a Netflix deal that, back in the day, they were guaranteed like a $250 like check or something that Vince said, I guarantee, or maybe I guarantee you $500 and 15 work dates or something. If you make anything after that, that's a bonus. Those days are gone. These people are getting guaranteed contracts now, getting time off, getting chances to be on TV and movies and podcasts and do songs, like record albums. Hogan was the head of that. He did it all. And like I said, Hulk Hogan got me into wrestling. Hulk Hogan wasn't my favorite wrestler. I gotta straight up say that he wasn't. I don't hate Hogan, but I didn't love Hogan. He was there. I knew he was always going to win his match. It wasn't no surprise when Hulk Hogan kicked out of the bad guy's finisher and hulked up and gave him the big boot. Sometimes the body slam, depending how big the guy is, and a leg drop. I had no surprise in that. I knew that was going to happen. But because of Hulk Hogan, I got into wrestling, and I ended up liking other guys like Bret Hitman Hart and the British Bulldogs and, Randy Savage. And then it got me into other companies like the NWA, where I got into guys like Barry Windham and, Lex Luger. And then WCW came around with Shane Douglas and the Hollywood Blondes. And Hulk Hogan's the reason why. He is. And all this entire room is because of Hulk Hogan. And I like to hear anyone argue that and tell me that it can't be, because it is. Hogan changed the wrestling business in 1984 at Madison Square Garden when he dropped the leg on the Sheik. Plain and simple. So it sucks that, unfortunately, he's looked down upon. It also sucks if you look at this group here, 2005 Hall of Fame. Roddy Piper, dead. Iron Sheik, dead. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, dead. Nikolai Volkov, dead. The only ones surviving are Cowboy Bob Orton and the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. And that was just in 2005. That was, 20 years ago. We've lost so many big name stars from our childhood or our teenage years, the 80s and the 90s. It's crazy. It's weird. But on that note, I just want to say I do feel bad that the Hulkster is dead. It's weird to say that the Hulk Hogan's gone. What a weird week it was. Malcolm Jamel Warner, who played Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, unfortunately died. And he was like on our TV screens all through the 80s and 90s in syndication with The Cosby Show. Then you had Ozzy Osbourne, the father of rock and roll and metal. He did it all. He made heavy metal become mainstream with Black Sabbath. He's gone. And then you have the man that made professional wrestling mainstream in Hulk Hogan, and he's gone. What a weird week that this has been. And there was a meme on the internet I saw on Facebook. It said, check on your 80s kids. They're not doing so well right now, because it showed a picture of Theo Huxtable, Ozzy Osbourne, and Hulk Hogan. And some truth to that, I guess, right? We lost 3 pretty important people in the span of like 6 days. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. All right, guys. Let's get back to this now. I think it looks good. Jericho, baby. That's my Jericho stuff. What a great picture that is. What does that say? The mouth that roars. Huh. And those guys, Perry Saturn, Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, and someone I don't know. He never existed, that guy. Kurt Angle's up here. I guess I got Angle stuff here too. So yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. I really like it. So when I do my videos now, guys, I will have, you know, I'll have it down in the, I don't have the thing on me, you know, the holder for the phone. So pretend it's here, right? I have it in here, and I can have the main collection in front of me, and then behind the other magazines, kind of like a sweet backdrop. I think that looks so much better than how I've had it for the last 2 years, with just the black shelf there and the magazines in just stacked together, right? Stacked on top of each other. So I like it. So let me know what you guys think. Is this a better view? Is this going to be more photo? What's the word? It starts with an A. I can't really remember right now. It's kind of late. Had a drink, so my mind's kind of hazy right now. It is late. It's like probably close. I think it's after 2 a.m. and I'm doing this video. But I just got kind of tidied up here, and I wanted to do one quickly to show you guys what I've done. And I think it's going to look cool when I do videos for things. Unfortunately, I don't have anything new coming in because there's not a lot right now on eBay to get. I really isn't. And the stuff that is there I could get is like priced, overly priced, like way too high. And speaking of which, right now, if you go on eBay, at least on Canada's eBay, and you type in like, you know, wrestling magazine or Hulk Hogan or whatever, and his magazines come up, they are priced so high right now. It's so effing stupid. Yes, he just died, but come on. Like, it's a Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine with him on the cover from 1989 is not worth $75. It's worth $15 at the most, and that's being generous. So, yeah, just ridiculous. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoy the scenery here. I know I'm liking it. It'll be much more exciting when I do the videos, especially if I have stacks of stuff, because I have a lot more room to work with now. Like I said, this is where the like all that was where the shelving unit. So I was back pretty far to record, and now I'm up pretty close, and I get to see a lot of cool stuff here. I got a lot of visions of just the magazines. I love it. I love it a lot. It's going to look really good. Once again, if you're a Hulk Hogan fan, I get it, man. It sucks. And it happened. I never thought it would happen. I know it's dumb to say, but I just never thought Hulk Hogan would die for some reason. And here's something else before I end this, and I want to bring this up to anyone who's my age, anyone who's like in their 40s or even in your 30s. What happened to just sports in general? And I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day, and I said this is going to be the same thing when Gretzky dies, or when Michael Jordan dies, or Joe Montana, or Jose Canseco. And it seemed like in the 80s, we had these bigger-than-life stars who played a huge factor in getting us to watch the sport that they were in. You know, I wasn't a Wayne Gretzky guy, but it was because of Wayne Gretzky I started watching hockey, and I ended up liking the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I ended up becoming a fan of Mario Lemieux. And then through Mario Lemieux, who ended up not even being my favorite Pittsburgh player, my favorite Pittsburgh player, it ended up being Mark Recchi, and you know, and Jaromir Jagr and guys like that. And it was like, okay, so these bigger names draw you in, and then you find these other guys that you like within the sport that you're watching. And nowadays, I feel like that doesn't have that same effect anymore in sports. I feel like there's no more franchise players that you can take a look at and be like, that's the guy that drew me into wanting to watch this. And because of that, I became a fan of this guy over here. Right? So, again, if you guys think I'm right on that, let me know. If you think I'm wrong, please tell me how. Because, I mean, yeah, there's some players out there in sports. Like, I guess you can say, people say Connor McDavid in hockey or Sidney Crosby, and okay, yeah, they're good players, but do they really transcend like a Wayne Gretzky or like a Mario Lemieux? You know, I don't think they did. Or who's that guy in basketball? LeBron James, is it? I think he's not Michael Jordan, that's for sure. Michael Jordan is like the great. I didn't even watch basketball, and I knew who Michael Jordan was, and I knew he was the greatest of all time in it. So can't tell me any differently there. So yeah, we seem to be missing that now in sports. We're missing that icon, that big time player who can suck you in to make you want to watch and fall in love with it all over again. And unfortunately, I don't think those days are ever going to come back. So, but yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think of the new display I have, and give me some info. Like, let me know what you think about Hogan and his passing, if you were a fan, and about if there are franchise players in sports anymore. All right, guys, till I do my next one, I'll talk to you later.